Louisiana rice farmers are more than halfway through with this year's harvest. Weather created some challenges for growers throughout the season, but as Tobie Blanchard reports, rice plants seem to have rebounded.
After the difficult season, Ben Leonards, who farms in Allen Parish, is wrapping up his rice harvest.
It was a tough growing season this year.
Extreme heat coupled with dry weather affected his crop. To keep water on his fields, Leonards had to run his pump through much of the summer. Despite the challenges, he is seeing good yields, but he had hoped for better.
It's never where I want it to be. I mean, I love to always, it could always be higher. It never could be high enough.
LSU AgCenter rice specialist Johnny Saychuk says many other farmers are reporting better than expected yields.
I've heard some very good yields on the variety Clearfield 151 and some pretty good yields on Clearfield 111 and exceptional yields with some of the hybrids. Kind of depends on where you are, but all the early rice is doing very well.
Saychuk and farmers are optimistic that prices may rise, making this year a little better for farmers. Saychuk says this crop was an expensive one to grow with high fuel costs and high cost to pump water.
A lot of guys were struggling to keep up with water supplies and keep their fields flooded, especially those guys in the southwest area who had problems with salt water and had to, in a couple of cases, actually abandon some acreage.
Leonards was harvesting a field of the medium grain variety Jupiter, which is part of the LSU AgCenter's rice verification program. Farmers in the program agreed to follow AgCenter recommendations on their field. AgCenter agent Barrett Corville is working with Leonards and a farmer in Jeff Davis Parish involved in the program.
We were concerned down there. We had used salt water on it. Probably the last 2 or 3 weeks we were flooding the field, and we thought maybe the yields would have been hurt a little bit, but it still yielded really well.
Farmers also reported problems with insects and diseases, particularly the disease blast. For This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, this is Tobie Blanchard with the LSU AgCenter.
The U.S. Department of Agriculture estimates that Louisiana farmers planted 415,000 acres of rice this year. That was well below last year's acreage of 530,000 acres.